He didn't fall in battle. He listened to someone who meant well. That's the part no one talks about. The men who destroyed themselves quietly, not by cowardice, not by weakness, but by following words that sounded right. Words wrapped in warmth. Words offered by people who loved them. Words that were poison wearing a kind face. There was a Jarl named Ulf, not a cruel man, not a foolish one, but surrounded by men who cared about him. And that was the problem. When his village struggled through a brutal winter, his closest advisor said, "Rest. You have earned it. Your men can carry the weight." So Ulf rested. When a rival clan sent gifts and soft words asking for peace, his brother said, "Trust them. War costs too much. We've lost enough." So Ulf trusted. When his own instincts told him something was wrong, that the firewood was too low, the scouts too quiet, the river crossing left unguarded, the people around him said, "You worry too much. Breathe." So he breathed. The rival clan came at dawn. The village burned. Ulf survived. Barely. He sat in the snow and watched the smoke rise and understood something he could not unlearn. The advice wasn't evil. Every person who gave it believed what they said. They loved him. They wanted his comfort. And that is exactly what made it lethal. Look at your own life, not the hard moments. You already know those. Look at the soft ones. The times someone said, "Don't be so hard on yourself." The times you heard, "You deserve a break." The times the people closest to you, who loved you, made it easier to stop than to continue. Good advice, offered with care. And somehow, you're still not where you meant to be. That's not a coincidence. The modern world is very good at this. It doesn't destroy men with cruelty. It destroys them with comfort dressed as wisdom. Every system, every voice, every algorithm rewards ease, calls it health, calls it balance, calls it growth. But a man who only receives permission to stop will eventually forget how to go. And the quiet kind of ruined is still ruined. If something in this is landing, if you recognize that voice, that sounds like wisdom but leads nowhere, this channel is for men who want to see clearly, even when it's uncomfortable. Subscribe if you want more of that, not because it feels good, because you're tired of what feels good leading nowhere. The first law: distrust advice that costs nothing to give. If the person advising you has nothing at stake, if they lose nothing when you follow them, be careful. Ulf's advisor slept warmly that night. Ulf did not. Wisdom costs something to earn. Advice is free. Know the difference. The second law: your instinct speaks before your fear does. There is a moment, a split second, before your mind starts negotiating, before the softening, before the rationalizing. In that moment, you already know. The Vikings called it gut reading. They trusted it more than counsel. You felt something before you talked yourself out of it. That feeling was right. The third law: comfort tells you what you want to hear. Truth tells you what you need. They are almost never the same sentence. If advice makes you feel better immediately, examine it slowly. Relief is not the same as clarity. A wound that stops hurting before it heals is still rotting underneath. Ulf rebuilt. Not because someone encouraged him, not because he found better advisors. He rebuilt because he stopped outsourcing his judgment to people who weren't paying the price. He made decisions that felt harsh. He ignored voices that meant well. He earned back what the soft advice had cost him. And the next time someone said, "Rest, you've earned it," he looked at the firewood. He checked the river crossing. He rested only when the work was done, not before. The men around you love you. That won't protect you. The question you need to answer honestly: whose advice are you following right now? And what will it cost you in 5 years? Don't answer out loud. Just look at what you're actually doing.